Have you ever stopped and really looked at yourself? Not just your reflection, but the person behind it? The one who laughs, talks, moves through the world, yet wonders why nothing ever feels complete. You feel a restlessness that you can't quite name. It lingers in quiet moments, in the pause between conversations, in the way people respond to you. You notice it most when you try to fit in, to be noticed, to be remembered, and somehow it never works the way you hope. That tension, that ache, isn't because you lack talent or intelligence. It's because the energy you carry, the way you present yourself, doesn't yet match the person you imagine inside. Every day you show up carrying a mask you didn't choose, shaped by habits, fears, and routines that no longer serve you. You think personality is something you're born with, a fixed script that everyone else reads easily while you stumble through. But that's a lie. Personality isn't a gift, it's a reflection of your choices, the small decisions you make when no one is watching. Every word you speak, every glance you give, every habit you nurture builds a version of yourself that the world notices, even when you don't. And right now, that version is waiting for you to step into control, to become someone magnetic, respected, unshakable. Imagine the difference if each day you deliberately shape that version. Not by learning tricks or reading endless advice, but by acting intentionally in ways that leave a mark without effort. By noticing how you respond to others, by managing the energy you bring into every room. By letting curiosity replace judgment, empathy replace impatience, and confidence replace hesitation. Change isn't about dramatic transformations that shock the world overnight. It's about the accumulation of countless small, meaningful actions that compound silently, invisibly, until suddenly, the world sees the new you, and so do you. Right now, you might feel stuck, weighed down by habits you don't even recognize as limiting. You may replay conversations in your mind, wishing you said something different, acted bolder, seemed warmer. That feeling isn't failure, it's awareness. The moment you feel it, you've begun the first step toward real change. Most people ignore it. They choose distraction instead of reflection, comfort instead of growth. You don't have to be most people. You can start now, today, with something as simple as noticing yourself. The way you carry your voice, the tone you use, the energy you put out. Each awareness is a seed, each seed is a choice. And every choice, when repeated, builds a personality that commands attention effortlessly. You've probably felt the difference between being around someone who makes space for you without trying, and someone who dominates without connection. That contrast is personality at work. It's subtle, but it moves people. It draws them closer, pushes them away. And the key is consistency, not perfection. You don't need to be flawless. You need to be deliberate. Every interaction is an opportunity to grow, to show a side of yourself that is authentic, compelling, and unshakable. And here's the thing. The people who leave the deepest impressions aren't always the loudest or the smartest. They are the ones who understand themselves, who carry a presence that feels alive, aware, and magnetic. Right now, the person you see in the mirror isn't trapped. They're waiting for you to step forward with intention, waiting for you to start noticing, shaping, and refining, not for anyone else, but for yourself. Every small adjustment compounds into a bigger shift. A word spoken with calm authority, a gesture of empathy when impatience would be easier, a decision to stand tall instead of shrinking away. These aren't grand gestures. They're tiny daily victories that reshape how the world experiences you. The tension you've felt, the emptiness you've carried begins to fade when you embrace this process. The secret isn't hidden in books or seminars. It's in the way you show up each day. The personality you've dreamed of isn't some unreachable ideal. It's built moment by moment, consciously, relentlessly. Every glance, every word, every choice is a brick. Every act of self-awareness is cement. And if you start today, if you hold nothing back, in time, people will not just notice you, they will feel you. They will sense the shift, even if they can't name it. And when that happens, you'll look back at yourself and realize you've become the person you always wanted to be. Strong, magnetic, authentic, unstoppable. Every moment you hesitate, the world moves on without you. The energy you carry radiates louder than any words you speak. People sense it before they even meet you. Confidence isn't something you wear, it's something you live. It grows in the invisible spaces. in the decisions no one watches, in the quiet insistence that you will not settle for less than your potential. You've seen it in others, the way some people draw attention effortlessly, the way they leave impressions that linger long after they are gone. That is not luck. That is consistency, awareness, and relentless self-refinement. And you can have it too, but only if you act. You already know the cost of standing still. The regrets that haunt you, the words left unsaid, the moments wasted waiting for change instead of creating it. Every day you fail to act is another day you leave your presence incomplete. Another day your true potential waits silently behind a veil you refuse to lift. Personality is not something given, it is forged. It is sharpened through courage, honed by habits, and strengthened by the choices that scare you. The discomfort you feel is not weakness, it is the signal that transformation is possible. Lean into it. Let it push you forward instead of holding you back. Start small, but start with intention. Speak clearly even when your voice shakes. Stand taller even when the world feels heavy. Listen deeply even when you want to reply first. Every tiny act compounds, each ripple creating waves that shift how others perceive you. People will notice, but more importantly, you will notice yourself. The way you carry yourself will change. The way you think about yourself will change. And with it, your life begins to move differently. Opportunities appear where there were none. Doors open where walls once blocked you, and the energy around you becomes a magnet, drawing experiences that match your growing presence. This is not theory. It is physics of human interaction. Your energy, your focus, your clarity, these are the forces that move people, shape perceptions, and create influence. You do not need approval to act. You do not need a script to grow. You need awareness, intention, and relentless follow-through. Every habit you adopt, every thought you challenge, every emotion you manage with purpose builds a resonance that others can feel. And when they feel it, they respond. Not because you asked, but because your presence commands it naturally, quietly, effortlessly. Imagine the version of yourself who walks into every room unshakable, magnetic, fully alive. That person is not a fantasy. That person exists in the choices you make today, the small victories you claim before anyone sees them. Fear will always try to pull you back. Doubt will whisper that change is impossible, that you are not ready. Ignore it. Let it fuel you instead. Each moment you act against hesitation, you strengthen the core of who you are becoming. Each decision, each gesture, each word spoken with clarity adds layers to the personality that others cannot ignore. Do wait for permission. Do not wait for external validation. The shift begins internally. Align your thoughts, your energy, your presence. Invest in yourself relentlessly. Push past comfort. Embrace the discipline that builds character, and understand that personality is not inherited. It is earned daily. People will respond, doors will open, influence will grow, and life will begin to match the intensity of your inner transformation. Every day you delay is a day lost. Every step you take is a victory you will feel in the confidence in your stance, the sharpness of your gaze, the magnetism of your voice. The journey is demanding, but it is worth it. The version of yourself you have dreamed of, the person who commands respect, exudes warmth, and moves through the world with unstoppable presence, is not distant. It is here, waiting for you to build it, moment by moment, choice by choice, action by action. The question is no longer whether you can change, it is whether you will. Will you act today? Will you seize the invisible power within you and let it define who you are? The answer determines everything, because personality is not a destination. It is the relentless pursuit of the best version of yourself, lived fully every single day.